Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. First off, a couple quick clarifications. Number one, I am trading futures. If you don't know what futures are, first off, they're awesome, but I will put a link down below in the description area to a totally free 4-part series that'll walk you through the futures market and how they all work. One little small thing about their awesomeness is if you are somebody that is annoyed by the pattern day trader rule, there is zero pattern day trader rule. So you have unlimited day trades every single day. And then second, I am trading futures through a prop firm. What is a prop firm? How does a prop firm work? Which prop firm am I using? You can learn all of that at the link that you see up above, or if you just go down in the description area. But a prop firm, in a nutshell, is a way for you to have very little money at risk, and then you have a whole lot of upside potential. So if you want to learn more on that, like I said, check out that link. I will go ahead and pause the screen recording software for now, and as soon as I find a potential trade, I'll get things rolling. All right, watching this one here for a potential long. Like I might want to make a move back upwards, but trying to get a little bit more confirmation out of it. And out there, whoops, sorry. The order field guide voice might have just blown your eardrums out, but there we go. Power futures, you don't have to be in very long. Right there, $990. I understand that can feel like a scam, seem like a scam, but like I said, futures are pretty awesome. Now, yes, you've got to be careful. There are definitely smart ways to go about it, hence a prop firm, because yes, they can move very quickly. Amounts can move very quickly, add up in your favor, as you just saw right there. But again, that is a two-sided coin. To be fair, it can also go against you. So you got to keep that in mind, and that's why I say prop firms, I think, are a very wise way to go about it. But there we go. So nice opening trade. Let's see what else I can find. All right, I am looking for a short here, but I'm changing contract sizes. I want to protect these profits, but willing to still take a trade here and risk about $100 on it, give or take a little bit. Let's see if it wants to. All right, well, that's benefit of waiting for confirmation there. Okay, strong bounce here. Maybe interested in that dotted brown line up there. We'll see what it wants to do. Again, trying to be a little bit proactive in the sense of from an overarching risk management standpoint. I'm willing to, sacrifice some of these gains, but I'm not willing to sacrifice a whole lot of them. That's why, and this is a nice thing about futures, is you can still trade the same charts, but you can trade it with different volatility. Meaning if I do different contracts, so instead of doing the NQ, so the quick little futures lesson, these are NQs. NQs move very quick. Then you have the little brother, the MNQ. The M stands for micro. So same chart, but the MNQ, they just P&L wise, their volatility is a lot less. So that's what I'm doing right now, is just trying to think ahead, be proactive against those, or against, kind of just having some sort of train wreck and like giving all those gains back. So sorry. This is live. This is not a voiceover, so I know I'm stumbling over my thoughts and words, but I'm trying to talk to you. Think about what I'm going to say to you. Think about what I'm looking at right now. Analyze at the same time. So I'm not seeking pity. I'm just trying to offer up a little bit of clarification on why sometimes maybe I sound like a bumbling fool, or maybe I'm just a bumbling fool, and none of this has anything to do with it. But hey, buddy, hi. And my youngest just walked in. What are you doing? Yeah. You want to say hi? Can you say hi? Say hi. Okay. All right. I'll go ahead and pause and we'll figure something out. All right. At this point, I think I can take, and I think I will take a short right there. Just put a stop up above. See if we can capture this if it wants to come back down. Okay. Well, never mind. Since it popped up too. All right. Never mind on that one. All right. Well, if it wants to come back down, I'm still not opposed. Oh, whoa. All right. Well, right up to that pivot point there, that dotted brown line that I was talking about earlier. All right, never mind. I will pause, back to the drawing board. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get short here. Stop right up here. couple of targets down here. Little bit of a chase, kind of, sort of. But I let it come up. And again, even if I'm wrong, I'll still be perfectly fine. Looking like I might get stopped out here and stopped out. So $90, there we go. My goal was right around $100 risk, did not quite work out. I will take another one though. Whoops, let me get these out. If this wants to come back down, I do like that as another short. But again, I'm putting the requirement on it that it needs to come down. Okay, I'm in. Maybe I just got suckered in. We'll see. Put a couple cover orders down there. Come on. Okay, I got that one out, Very good. So let's now move my stop down. Put it in green territory. So this will be a green trade. Now it's just a question of how big of a green trade, because I don't know how far down this thing wants to potentially go. So if we can break through this white line and then the brown line, this could really pick up another big round of momentum. But either way, it will be a green trade. So, came up and stopped me out. So, all right, well, got some of those losses back. But the most important thing was I was positioned. I was ready to really bank if that thing decided to just keep with the momentum and come on down. It didn't, therefore wasn't as big of a green trade as obviously I would have liked. But just from a mechanics standpoint and, trade management standpoint, that's a question that I'd encourage you to ask yourself. Are you at least positioned? Sure, maybe you don't score a big hit, but at least were you positioned to potentially score a big hit if the price had decided to play ball? Like I said, playing ball in this situation would have been for this to continue to plunge down through here, but it decided not to. It bounced up, took me out. Still a green trade, but not as big as what it could have been. So, but I was ready to play ball. Maybe that might, yeah, that'd be an interesting title. Ready to play ball, or I was ready to play ball. I may look to try to take one more trade. Yeah, I will. And if this one doesn't work out, so be it. I'll probably just call that good. So right there. Okay, I'm in. So let's see if this thing wants to roll back over. Close to my first target there. Did not hit me though. Well, that's always annoying. We'll give it another chance though. Okay, so stop is up here. These are my targets if this does want to come back down. I'm trying to go with the trend. The trend is clearly, wanting to keep moving down, but if this is some sort of bottom, well then I'll up and stopped out. Okay. Get those orders canceled out. So there we go. Overall, closing up today, plenty green. Tried a couple more here. Didn't quite work out, but that's okay. Like I said, that is the nice thing about futures is I was able to protect these, but still be able to trade because instead of trading the more volatile contracts, I traded the less volatile contracts. Again, same chart, just less volatile contracts. Before I go, though, I do want to personally invite you to get signed up for this free live online webinar that I'm offering. So if you are struggling as a trader, if you are a beginner, then I'm very confident you can get something from this class. Now, if you're a battle-hardened veteran, I'm not quite sure you'll be able to get anything from it. But if you are in the category of struggling trader, beginner trader, then like I said, I think there's some good solid stuff in here that will either I don't want to say nothing's a magic pill, but a lot of times people show up and they're not in the right framework or they're struggling because they have some false conceptions about things. So this class will help get those things all straightened out for you. So you can check out the link down below in the description area or just go to claytrader.com/live to learn when the next live class is. So as always, thanks for watching. And as a reminder, if you're not aware, I am live streaming and you can check out the live stream. I start every day, Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern time. Then usually I go for a few hours. So be sure to swing by and check it out. So as always, if you appreciate these live videos, hit that like button. And if you're not yet a subscriber, subscribe, turn on notifications. And that'll also help to remind you when I do indeed go live so you can see some of this trading. So take care, everybody. Have a good one.